Tonight, a dramatic spike in New York State's death toll from 385 to more than 500. Emergency rooms are swamped, the lines for testing are long, and those on the front lines are exhausted.
It's like a war zone. We're in a war with very limited resources.
Arabia Mollett is an ER doctor in Brooklyn and the Bronx.
Every time I leave from the shift, I cry. Each shift, every shift I've worked, I've cried after leaving from the shift because of the pain and suffering we see.
The pandemic's epicenter in the U.S. right now may be Elmhurst Hospital in Queens.
It's extremely frustrating.
Today we spoke with Alicia Ramirez from a distance as she waited in line for hours to get her 15-year-old son tested, fearful that if he were admitted, she wouldn't be able to stay by his side.
I'm really scared because I have a little boy at home too, so I don't want none of them to get it.
Today, via Twitter, President Trump lashed out at automakers, demanding they begin making ventilators fast. This despite last night casting doubt on the number being requested by New York Governor Andrew Cuomo.
I don't believe you need 40,000 or 30,000 ventilators. You know, you go into major hospitals sometimes, they'll have 2 ventilators, and now all of a sudden they're saying, can we order 30,000 ventilators?
General Motors announced it would make ventilators, partnering with Ventec Life Systems. The company's CEO spoke exclusively with NBC's Cynthia McFadden.
We plan to be producing together over 1,000 units by the end of April. And of course, with GM's talent and skill, we'll be ramping up to 3,000, 5,000, and 10,000.
Governor Cuomo says the need is dire because COVID-19 patients can require ventilators up to 5 times longer than others.
This is a rescue mission.
Today, he addressed National Guard members at the new makeshift hospital at the Javits Convention Center.
This is a moment that is going to change this nation. This is a moment that forges character, forges people, changes people.
Mount Sinai nurse Caius Kelly died this week after contracting coronavirus.
He just had this infectious energy. You felt good when he was around, and you noticed when he left.
His sister, Mariah Sharon, is devastated. She shared with NBC News her brother's heartbreaking final text message. Can't talk because I choke and can't breathe. I love you. Going back to sleep.
So that was the last time I heard from him. I'm sorry.
She says her brother took up a career in nursing because he wanted to help people.
I do absolutely believe that he contracted this because of the lack of PPE in his unit and at his hospital, but that's across our nation. He's not a victim. He is a hero.
Here in New York City, medical calls to 911 have hit an all-time record. The governor is planning 8 makeshift hospitals throughout the region. He expects hospitalizations to peak in mid-April. Lester?
Yeah, and Gabe, that leads to the question, what about the shortage of medical workers?
Well, Lester, we understand about 62,000 medical professionals have volunteered, many of them retired, plus another 10,000 mental health professionals.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.